Alrighty, here we go. Well, I feel like we're missing audio. That was my fault for tabbing out of it. Alright, well, let's just try this again. Still isn't game audio, but I can fix that pretty easily as soon as the shaders are done.
Payload? That's madness! Do you know the value of Zeranium on the open market? This is quite the whodunit.
Okay, I think we're good, chat. Now, we stopped right before we went up there, or we stopped right before we went into another place. So we'll take a minute and review our journal. Alright. So we've got the archivist thing to do. And then we're also on the trail of the trader to stop the Vries in the monastery.
Found another one. Damn it. I knew there'd be a high probability of fighting, but I didn't think.
Hey, none of that.
Got my lamps on a hot.
Remember what Wiley told us?
Document every corpse you find so we have an accurate head count later?
Well, yes, that. But also not everyone will share the plan. We gave them the option to join us. It's not our fault they chose wrong.
Alright. Spoken like a true zealot. Interesting.
May all solutions precede problems.
And here I was, hoping for a peaceful, rejuvenating soak.
Okay. Smart closet. All right, let's check our smart closet. Oh, it's these two again. Shit, we're not going through that way.
Simpletons within it claim that all things happen for a reason. But the wise among us know that nothing occurs without a catalyst.
That's right, we can go through there. We're there. We're there.
Claim that all things happen for a reason. But the wise among us know that nothing occurs without a catalyst. Today.
Have you acquired the scholarship we asked for? You're in luck. I just finished my third reread of it.
Wow.
Chapter 47 is a real treat. When we're finished speaking, I'll put it in the collection drawer. But do take care with it, especially around the bath. We lose more good books that way.
Augustine? Sure. She's got a mind for provocative hypotheticals. Asked a lot more interesting questions than we normally get.
I will add it has been some time since we last saw her. Not since before the schism, in fact. Why do you ask?
Evidently, she was good at her job then. Augustine was obsessed with the rift. She wanted to know all the potential routes the Order might take to deal with it. We explained that the rift is an aberration of the plan's natural order, corrupting time and space and creating uncertainty. Consequently, all efforts should be made to close it.
Apologies, but gossip doesn't fall under our purview. We've secluded ourselves here to avoid such distractions, so I would thank you to exclude us from any remote drama. I'm sure I have no notion of what you're referring to.
Good for him. About time someone put theory into application.
What my colleague means is Landon Wiley is among our most gifted and dedicated seers. Whatever actions he's taken must be in service of the plan. I do hope no one's been hurt, though. I see. That is distressing to hear. But as we in the Order like to say, The plan actuates by deliberate means.
Fucking cult
Let
members,
us
man.
hope this conflict resolves itself soon. Much appreciated. We'll present our final arguments once you've returned with the research.
Yeah, just give me the book. The Essential History of Mechanized Doors. That is some, fascinating reading for us there, folks.
Grab's raring to go.
Will be terminated from it.
Wow. Jerks.
Look, I know this ain't gonna get to the abbot, but I have complaints that need registering anyhow. This monastery's too big for the staff we've got, and it sure seems like the scienticians and theorists here ain't fixated on keeping neat. I might just be a novice, but at 73 years of age, I have enough self-respect that I shouldn't be picking up another body's lavation towels. Still, ain't as bad as it was in Auntie's choice, but that don't mean it's good. I just ask you folks to remember that there's more of importance out here than just your numbers.
That's the order. Nothing's more important than the numbers.
Interested in receiving our weekly selection of mathematical clues?
Oh man, rip that guy.
Nowhere near as interesting as the taxidermied cross-sections displaying their internal organs I made when I was a child.
Okay.
Keep Wiley's plan. Eliminate the target.
think we found the Abbot's quarters.
Good Abbot's intent on distracting himself from the misery of existence with worldly goods never works.
Fancy cabinets, I like that. Ooh. You have reached the ultimate level of scholarly pursuit. Tenure. Ain't that right? An advanced description key. Very nice. That looks to be quite the mess.
Bishop Basar has failed this order as its preeminent luminary. And without our intervention, she would make peace with the primitive minds of Auntie's choice. This must be prevented, whatever the cost, or humanity's ascendance will be forestalled by centuries, if not millennia.
That looks horrible. Explosive burst rifle, you say?
The stalwart agent arrives. I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice for you. The hostages in the card press before you will die unless you intervene. If you go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them by solving a simple puzzle. Leave through the other door, however, and they will die, screaming in abject terror. But how could you call yourself an Earth Directorate agent if you allowed that to transpire?
As if we'd fall for their stalling tactics just to watch these poor fools die slowly and horribly, mangled like punch cards. What were we talking about again?
Good. Then let's get to freeing them.
Definitely not. We should be the only ones killing hostages around here.
There is high probability. Wiley dropped us here. He let some others go, but he didn't give us the chance to surrender.
He's lost his wit! What's going on about his puzzle in the research wing upstairs?
Well, that's one place to put a safe. Reckon it's part of Wiley's puzzle somehow.
Aggressors in range.
From life in
A possible unforeseen factor? There's an element!
Source of disturbance, now evident.
We done? Oh, well, they're taking the hard way up. That was quite the thing. Aw. Ah, there's a vent in there. We'll figure that out later. Or right now. What is...
Seems we've effectively begun their puzzle. Idiots. They obviously meant for this to waste our time. Let's just find a way to kill the hostages so we can move on.
It'll be okay, Asa, I promise.
It would have saved time for us to just kill the hostages ourselves.
Okay, we get it.
Stranger, we should be okay here for now. Coach Wiley is just dividends for all of us.
Ah, it's this door. That's the scriptorium, huh? Okay. No way around there. Well, that's the book that I need, pretty much right there. I mean, though we can't go all the way around this top floor. Right. Man, this place is a mess. Ah, this is the other side of that. Okay. Perfect.
Have you acquired the scholarship we asked for? Wonderful. Please. Excellent timing. We're nearly finished reviewing the materials you brought us. Oh, well now, this is unexpected. The arguments in this text seem to have highlighted a teleological flaw I fear my own argument shares.
You too, huh?
Under certain conditions, de-escalation becomes impossible, leading to negative outcomes, including outright annihilation. An annihilated entity cannot advance the plan.
But maybe annihilation itself serves a purpose we're simply unaware of. You were right before. Participating in a war only produces an entropic feedback loop.
All right.
A simplistic assessment, but perhaps not incorrect. Further examination of the topic is required, but I'm satisfied with this thesis moving forward.
Given your stance, I expect you'll want armor over a weapon. You can retrieve it from the same drawer where you deposited our research materials.
We appreciate your time. If you have a spare 4 hours, feel free to stay and observe our period of silent, sustained reading.
No, thank you.
Otherwise, until we next confer.
Oh, boy. All right. That was an interesting little side quest. Oh, lovely.
At least it was a clean dissection. Padre would appreciate that, I think. Can any of this really be in service to the universal equation, like the Seer's?
So many decryption keys. Thank you, game. Okay, what is this trippy shit?
Enemy spotted.
Then he tells me, oh well, no use deliberating over unobservable quantum outcomes, as they say. Can you believe that?
No. How did you respond?
I said, unobservable quantum outcomes. Abbot Newell, I just need to know if you prefer your tea with or without dextrose.
No wonder we made any progress on the plan under that old pontificator. Thank the architect, Seer Wiley.
This might sting. All in the way.
Present coordinates look to
Your combat proficiency is reassuringly marginal.
Grass back in business.
All right. What's going on up here? Okay. Now then, what's all this nonsense? I'll take that. There's an enemy out there that knows we're here. Ish.
Reacquiring target.
Oh, an enemy.
Oh no!
Are you done? Are we done here?
A potentially aberrant
Unfriendly company.
We're gonna have to deal with that one. Goodbye. This scythe is so brutal. Plus 1% damage. I mean, it's not huge, but I'll take it. Of course, the door is barred shut.
I'll be damned. Look at this place. You reckon they have a rendering of Tau Ceti hereabouts?
is essentially a museum. Okay. Interesting.
So Clemens and Svoboda's killer arrives. So much of our plan ruined because of your meddling. Victor's explosives would have minimized casualties on both sides.
Right.
You may have bested my peers, but they were never my equal anyway. And neither are you. You took so long, I was beginning to think my little puzzle actually stumped you. Oh, I think my average walking speed will suffice once I've finished dispatching you. You seem confused. Allow me to delineate on the totality of your failure. Saving the hostages delayed you just long enough for me to complete my work. I was able to transmit not only the coordinates for the peace talks, but also the station security protocols, giving Augustine control over its automechanicals. She has everything. I trust you're not implying something untoward between us. The Order has been dislocated from its ideals, becoming the opposite of all they espouse. De Vries and I are merely providing a necessary realignment. What in the Architect's computational summary are you on about? This proves nothing, except your willingness to trespass into other people's correspondence, and Joseph's inability to express himself clearly in the written form. I can't conceive of a reason why my survival should matter to you.
It truly doesn't. The commander just gets a little unsettled watching me fillet human beings and is hoping to avoid witnessing such again.
Your companion seems less amenable to a peaceful resolution. However, as a matter of professional curiosity, let's entertain the hypothetical. I stand down. Then what? And here I was almost persuaded you had an actual plan. No more talking, Agent. It's time I deliver my last prediction to you, personally. Riddle me with bullets all you like. With this rejuvenation device at my disposal, you'll never beat me.
I have a trauma kit now. Alright. Can he be talked down?
Swine.
Replenishing mechanism.
Valuations were durable. Patch yourself up. I will restore my life.
Kill this outlier!
Exactly up for that right now. Need some help, sir.
Okay. We're gonna have to take this a little slower, I guess.
Sharp enough. Hostile nearby.
Riddle me with bullets all you like. With this rejuvenation device at my disposal, you'll never do me.
I will restore my life or avenge my death.
You're looking pretty scathed, Commander.
Navigating toward adversary.
Can I pull this off? That would be amazing.
Trouble ahead.
Riddle me with bullets all you like. With this rejuvenation device at my disposal, you'll never do me.
See, that's bullshit.
On my target. Enemy spotted. Look up, Commander. Don't make me avenge you. create company. You're just not a good look, Commander. Trouble ahead.
Let's get you healed. Someone call for a medic. Out of sight. Grab's still recharging.
Had to restore my life orb,
Lay low, Commander. Let's forward.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
That healing device is out of commission. Let's bring the hurt. So pretty. End this fight on my feet. Back in business.
Escalating aggression by 3.8%.
I do it for you.
Contract reestablished.
Okay, Jesus. Why do I have to finish off everybody? Why can't we just be done?
Catch me up, then we'll talk.
Taking cover.
Back in business. I'm alive. Who needs to die?
We done?
Step aside. Swine. This might sting. A lot.
I have grown worried. I have not received word from Archivist Clemens in some time, and I imagine you would have relayed any pertinent information by now. I fear this bodes ill.
Hello.
Without him,
Welcome
our
to
only option is a direct assault. A risky proposition, to be sure. The last thing any of us want is for our plan to spiral out of control. And so it falls on you to seize back that control. Use the methods we discussed to take command of the monastery. When it is done, I will send further instruction. You have my trust. See that it is not misplaced. I'm much obliged for your tireless work. With this knowledge of Greater Tranquility Substation and its security codes, our plans for the peace talks can finally be spurred into motion. However, without Archivist Clemens and his explosives at our disposal, we've no choice but to proceed with our contingency plan. A direct assault. Though the codes will allow me control of the automechs on the station, we'd best accept now that more lives may be lost than previously assumed. Yet we must act unflinchingly. To fail now would mean the end of everything.
I like the fact that we're able to send her a very stupid message.
We should get ourselves to those peace talks post-haste, Commander. Wouldn't want to miss out on any of the mayhem and carnage.
Hold on, let me get this gun first.
Agent, over here.
Hell, Abbott dickhead.
I assume you had a chance to speak with Landon. That is, Seer Wiley. I appreciate the sentiment, but there is now ample evidence disproving that fact. The truth is, I held Wiley back. I kept him from advancing for my own selfish gains by spreading lies and false concern over his competence behind his back. If I had not thwarted his ambitions... No. Those hypotheticals are best considered in private, I think. Yes. Better to focus on our gains than our losses. My colleague's survival is something worth celebrating. I won't keep you. Thank you for your assistance in reclaiming the monastery. Regrettable though the outcome with Seer Wiley turned out to be. I had intended to offer you access to one of our experimental weapons, but it seems you already helped yourself to it. You always do seem a step ahead of me. May all your future endeavors proceed in accordance to the plan.
I don't know what you're complaining about. We emerged totally unscathed.
I'd estimate I'm 43.11% scathed.
All right, well, that was a lot. Colleague death averted. Grisly experiment yields a little data. Alright, let's hit the incognito. Sound radius represents.
Best we start discussing strategy, Commander.
Yep, hold on, I gotta break down some stuff. I need to start breaking down some fucking guns. Okay, let's try breaking down junk now. There we go.
The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility Station as soon as you are able.
I can only hope we encounter fewer complications than we did at the monastery.
Bullet could solve a lot of problems, provided we can reach the Vries before she enacts her plan to kill the delegates.
Should Agent de Vries succeed, current trajectories suggest a massive spike in civilian deaths throughout Arcadia. Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its underbelly. Be advised, in the absence of Victor, status deceased, and his explosives, Agent de Vries and her team will be committed to a frontal assault. Due to delays incurred while saving the Order hostages, de Vries also has the codes to control the station's security automechanicals, and will assuredly deploy them against you, Commander.
Normally a wise approach, yet time is a key factor and a dwindling resource.
Additionally, per the Earth Directorate Manual, when lacking equivalent combat forces, determination and vast amounts of ammunition may make up the difference.
You know where I stand. This war's taken too many good folk from us. I'll be damned if I let De Vries add to that number.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make De Vries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of her own phantoms? Good. Would have been a shame if De Vries was the reason for us falling out too.
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility Station. Confirmed. Use the astrogator when you are ready to navigate to the station, Commander.
I want to check on something. Okay. Here we go. And despite what I told Niles, I'm definitely taking these two.
Look, the rift. It's immaculate.
Good evening. On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully auspicious venue to begin our negotiations for peace. With tensions being patched in Golden Ridge, I am certain we can both profit from a merger. But surely the good Vicar Laureate
Looks like someone got here before us. We should see if there's anything worthwhile on board.
Counselors remind you that this is no merger, but an alliance. By ending the war, we may focus on the true threat to our society, the rifts.
Every moment we linger in this shell of a place, we're giving De Vries that much more time to enact her plans. I'd rather we move on. This sort of satellite is... satellite is new to me. Is it Earth tech? How did it get out here?
Never seen an orbital device like that before.
Be still, Cadre. But don't let this interloper out of your sight. It's you, is it not? The one Agent de Vries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late. I certainly don't wish it. Yet my health is of far less import than ensuring our mission success. I've already cleared the way for my associates into the station.
You can answer our questions now, or scream the answers later. Your choice.
You'll do no such thing. My willpower is stout, my loyalty unshakable. And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths buy Agent de Vries and our comrades the time they need, so be it.
Wow, this guy really does want to die. There. Now that's straightened out.
We know full well she cares nothing for us, nor do we ask her to. We share her purpose, and so we fight to keep infidels like you from disrupting her plans. But it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward.
This guy's an idiot.
Agent de Vries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the Order from itself.
This guy's an idiot.
Now we're just talking in circles. To arms, Cadre! For the Order!
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
Look at those screens. Seems they were kind enough to leave us a hint of de Vries' plans.
All right.
Gonna need a way to power this thing.
Shall we say? This is good. If the Protectorate's own leader is beyond his depth, he and his ilk won't anticipate an alliance.
He's not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the Protectorate in this state will be something like wrangling a galloping breadworm.
I am unfamiliar. I presume that to mean it will be without exertion? If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The sovereign guide him is as ineffective as you suggested, but his advisor, the consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, solely his influence.
The previous sovereign was rather draconian himself, if your own history books are to be believed. You act like the current rot emerged from nowhere.
I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people. But instead, I suggest we pivot our discussion back to the real matter at hand.
Okay. This scythe has really served me well since I picked it up, y'all.
Automechanicals. Twice as hard to kill and half as fun.
We'll let them have at that.
Returning to patrol mode.
In here. Okay, so what is... Oh, this scythe that I have, Greenie? This thing's fucking great.
After some quick mental calculations, I do see merit in your last declaration. It was astonishingly logical, in fact.
How charming that I've surprised an esteemed man such as yourself. In turn, I wish to thank you for toning down your bloviating. I feared we'd still be here next fiscal quarter.
Yes, you must be quite busy between product launches and counting bits. But I will be here as long as it takes to ensure the order isn't taken advantage of by duplicitous actors.
I don't even remember what the required skill was to get this thing. Because my character's not, notably skilled at, well, anything, sir. Brute and hack? I don't have either one of those.
Once more to Golden Ridge. I am grateful we could come to an accord after that unfortunate attack on Outpost Opportunity, but many questions remain.
Of course. Allow me to offer this bit of
Right, up we go.
The true culprit of the attack was a proctor named Svoboda. My brave colleagues found her out and promptly executed her.
The Order is capable of decisive action. I had doubts after hearing about your monastery. Even though the hostage... This crime happened under your control.
Science fighter. Yeah, that would...
Because of our quick and accurate analysis of the situation, I do not appreciate insinuations that we allow chaos...
Melee 5 would have been what did it.
Chances are high that any erratic variable is a result of your people's meddling in our affairs.
Ridiculous. Next you'll be claiming we're to blame for all of your past failures. Why, the mere prediction of our arrival years ago sent you into a dizzy.
I'd like to discuss your efforts on
because I am oh so very stabby.
No physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Our observations suggest that matters have been delicate. But I was Your leaders convinced Westport residents to seek shelter in Fairfield. Things rarely end this way for the Protectorate's abandoned subjects.
Ah, yes. The Protectorate had their folk living in fear between all those hangings and manipulations. That was all the opening we needed to acquire some hearts and minds.
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to finally secure your hold.
But I am programmed to exchange wares.
Worrisome indeed.
I saw the I got offered that one and I turned it down because I remember reading about it, because when the game launched, the devs were like, don't take this slow on your first playthrough.
According to my analysis prior
And
to this
frankly,
meeting,
I didn't want that.
enough goodwill exists
It's far
between
too
our
much
parties
nonsense.
to suggest a high chance of success should a treaty or alliance be agreed upon.
Treaty? As in a contract? Goodness, there's no need to rush into such formalities, Vicar. Especially when so much has yet to be discussed.
Let's have a look around. See if there's anything that will help us create more mayhem.
Great. I'd like to find a better version of that burst rifle. It seems like it could be good, but the damage, all the ones I've found, has been just trash. God, I love the dumb perk.
Formed an alliance, say, within the next month. We would be returned within days. The market, the colony, would soon be out.
Which metrics?
You see, I'm renowned for my ability to read a room, as we call it in my business, where common sense meets observational data, you might say.
Okay. That's terrible. No, no, thank you. Ooh. Thank God for the dumb perk. I love the way I was able to get into this room.
That intel we found on the dead agents is right. There are hostiles ahead.
Okay. This weapon is so fucking good. But much better from stealth, though, obviously.
I think DeVries people know we're here. Be ready.
I'm sure DeVries people know we're here. What the fuck are you talking about? We should be happy. We're gonna murder people. Whoa!
Recharged for mayhem.
Pain and survivability is so bad in this game.
Not exactly up for that right now.
Come on, get up.
Back in business.
Oh, okay.
Hate to ask for help, but back in business.
Predicted.
%50 magazine size, 40% damage for 8 seconds after. Pff, all I have to do is not let my guns run dry? I'll take that. That's a no-brainer perk right there. If I could score another fuse right here. I love doing the autoduck thing with my fake arm. It's fantastic.
hereby agree that both of our parties will lay down their arms. For now.
I am pleased to hear it. There is no need for senseless bloodshed when we may yet come to an accord.
I remind you that a contract signing may still be a ways off, but we might consider the hierarchy between our parties should we wish to proceed with a merger and alliance.
No, we wouldn't want any unseemly squabbles over power. Especially when presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar already possesses the foresight necessary to lead a colony and better.
Boy, this place is fucked.
Foresight is nothing without propaganda, and our Minister of Marketing has already won protectorate hearts and minds. If unification is what you want, ingenuity is what you need.
So you think that your people...
Like sitting terror rays. We can't let Vries make her move.
Powers of persuasion here, but Arcadian matters are best suited for Arcadians. We actively collect data to understand how to serve our people, after all. Look no further than the abbot, who welcomed refugees to Matriarch's mercy.
Yet he struggled to feed and house them properly. The poor man was clearly overwhelmed if he couldn't see his right hand was actively undermining him, even with his data.
Meanwhile, Auntie's choice has done little to alleviate the refugee crisis it helped create. Indeed, my projections may be accurate. You are more interested in what you can steal.
Dear Vicar, you are not yourself. Perhaps Auntie and your bishop should continue these talks. We'd be happy hosts. We do enjoy dazzling guests with a tour of our stolen artifacts.
There is only a 14% chance that you are jesting. No. If anyone in Arcadia is fit to host such discussions, it is presiding Bishop Bassar. Anyone else would be an insult.
Have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander. History repeats itself, doesn't it? You show up attempting to disrupt my plans, only for me to submit you to an untimely end, though I'd no wish to. I only did what was necessary back on Horizon Point, and I am fully prepared to do so again.
These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late.
You're crazy.
Everything. The Order is on the verge of learning how to control the rifts. They just need the right data, and a prototype modulator that's hidden away in a Protectorate lab on Praetor. But like the Protectorate before them, Auntie's Choice must never have access to that technology. No. The Order's Seers approached me after I arrived in Arcadia, and proved to me that I needed to act, to stop the Protectorate's rift research from annihilating our galaxy. You were an unwelcome variable. Prior knowledge could have changed your actions, and the Seers had predicted that you and your team would perish in the process regardless. I tried to put it out of mind when you and I first spoke. I had to focus. But all I could think of was the cost I was being asked to pay to ensure the mission's success, and I forced myself to complete it. I trusted that with Horizon Point's destruction, humanity might be saved, but it wasn't. It was only the start. I must finish what I started. As I said, your actions were part of the prediction and could not be changed. You needed to be there, and I had to proceed as I normally would. But what happened there, the unanswered questions I still had, continued to plague me. I needed to find a way to stop the rifts. You recall what I said of the rift modulator, of the data? It's the only way to control the rifts, and only the Order can be trusted with this power. You know who these corporatists are, how they deal with their competitors. Imagine now how a war spurred by greed might be won, when fought with rifts instead of guns. You see? The Order must not sacrifice their principles for a childish attempt at peace. If they don't complete the mission they started, everything I have done will have counted for nothing.
Had enough of this. If you think I'm keen to stand here and let you prattle on about murdering good folk and slandering our intent, you're even more insane than I thought. Let's see what you're worth, coward. Go on. Go face the delegates and their guards directly. Or maybe you ain't capable of winning a fair fight.
Oh, I'm a coward, simply because I choose strategy over chest thumping? Well, I suppose I can't expect some simple, maimed foot-slogger to understand the intricacies of pragmatism.
Call me what you will. I heard it all before.
And what, pray tell, is the right thing? Letting these imbeciles play act at diplomacy?
I reckon you just can't stomach the idea of someone other than yourself whispering in the Order's ear. You sure ain't got the talent nor charm like Auntie does.
You misunderstand me. I wish to steer the Order not for my pride, but for its own wellness. It doesn't matter. Nothing you can say to me will change the issue at hand. If I'm to give the Order the means to close the rifts, the peace talks must end. 2 dead delegates? That's a fair price to pay. We've paid worse. Is that so? Please then.
My speech
enlighten
one
me
stat.
how you might save the Order from itself. They may try. Though we both know those corporatist vultures wouldn't take the snub kindly. When Auntie's Choice sees power in what the Order has, they will take it. But even if what you say is true, there's no undoing the past. Not for me. I don't belong here. And the Earth Directorate's nothing more than a memory. This mission is all I have. So if you won't leave me to carry out my plans, Commander, then all that's left is your bullet. Savannah. I was never a good friend to her, even when she was all I had. Sometimes I thought her a fool for putting such faith in me. But if she still does, maybe. No, it doesn't matter. You should hate me for what I've done to you, to your crew. You can't possibly wish for me to live. Oh, so you pity me? Think me mad? I was a fool to think someone like you could ever understand. Let's finish this.
Do I have a load that's right before this? No, I don't.
Fun killing is my favorite. Thanks for including me in the fun, Commander.
Hello. Welcome to Hranvar Kokwingith Gogetis Go Go Go.
Hold on. I want to see if I could talk her out of this. I feel like we were really close to actually talking her out of that.
You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander. Though I'd know these delegates you came to save. I'm killing them both, and everything. But like the Protectorate before them, Auntie's choice must never have access to that technology. No, I tried, and I forced myself to complete it. But what?
Had enough. Let's see. Oh, call me what you will. I heard it.
And what? You missed. It doesn't. 2 dead delegates? That's is that so? Please then, enlighten. But even this mission is all I have. No, it doesn't matter. You should hate me for what I've done to you, to your crew. It was always going to end this way, Commander. Ready your weapon.
All right.
Revenge killing is my favorite. Thanks for including me in the fun, Commander.
We weren't that close then. Well, I took all the same options on the second try except for the last one. So, it's no biggie. This is the type of game I enjoy playing multiple times.
By the Architect. It's become even more magnificent. But unless we're planning on merging with perfection, we should probably run. Fast.
Yoicks. Yeah, I did save the delegates. I don't know. I'll do a run with high science, and then I'll do a run with, like, high speech and everything.
Keep moving. I'm right behind you.
Okay. Alright, let's get the hell out of here.
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The spatial rift situation has deteriorated significantly. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, have entered their final stages. If you see a rift that looks like this, you are in grave danger. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of this situation cannot be overstated. Therefore, Directive Alpha Omega is hereby invoked. You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Along with this message, the entirety of our rift data has been sent to your local surveillance satellite. Analyze this data. Law willing, you will find a way to unlock any secrets it has resisted yielding to us. The fate of humanity now depends on you.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander is now released from any and all agent guidelines. The full parameters are as follows. The agent has full authority to handle the mission in any manner they see fit. No exceptions. The extreme nature of stated emergencies supersedes any other considerations. I have also detected competing priorities in the new mission objectives. The surveillance data from the satellite confirms De Vries's assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor that may be used to manipulate rifts. Acquisition is required to be able to bypass any new or existing miniature ground-level rift anomalies you may encounter. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose. Agents are permitted to cooperate with local governments and other political entities at their discretion, even under normal directives, which you are no longer bound by. Both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the archive, and may be open to working with you to regain access. Seeking their assistance is recommended. Coincidentally, both delegates also escaped the station and have sent messages expressing gratitude. It seems they feel they owe you their lives and have asked to meet with you at their respective headquarters. The Order of the Ascendant are concerned with the elevation of humanity. While lacking experience in governance, they would be fair partners and open to reasonable solutions. Auntie's Choice has the firepower to more easily succeed in battle and greater experience in management. They would likely be receptive to a free agent such as yourself. Whoever you assist will be better positioned to take control of the archive, and by extension, the entire colony. Careful consideration is warranted.
Oh, Lord.
Returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander? Acknowledged. Due to the rift's expansion, both Cloister and Praetor show a high preponderance of miniature rifts. Proceed with caution. It is worth noting that the Order of the Ascendant is headquartered on Cloister. You have also received a message from Auntie's Choice. This unit can relay its contents now, should you wish. The message has also been sent to your private terminal. Greetings, morally gray potential contractor. You've been pre-selected for membership in Auntie's Choice Esteemed and Valuable Disposable Agent Program. Report on board the ACS Undisputed Claim for details on this exciting opportunity. Signed, Auntie Cleo. It appears you now have permission to visit Auntie's Choice headquarters aboard its flagship, Commander. You may use the astrogator to navigate there at any time.
All right, then.
is wrong with you? You benched me, even when you knew how important this mission was to me. The Vries is dead, so that's one thing you got right. But I should have been there. I should have been the one to pull the trigger.
Shut up, Niles.
I'd have certainly liked the opportunity to try. No, you shouldn't have. I need some space for now. But I'll be ready for whatever comes next. Once I stop seeing red.
Get over it.
A short-range transmission just came in from Zeb. Sounded urgent. He's requesting we meet him at the tomb of the Matriarch, here on Praetor. It's where the Matriarch and First Sovereign are buried, supposedly. Zeb left out the mission parameters, probably worried his message might be intercepted. Not unfounded, given the Protectorate presence on Praetor. He did say he'd reach out to us again if he needed help. Reckon we should take it as a compliment. Zeb doesn't trust easy. Anyway, I'd really like to go, if there's time. Much obliged. The sooner we can rendezvous at the tomb, the better. Got the sense that whatever's going down, it's happening now.
What companions have you been running with, Greenie?
That structure in the distance is the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. I mean, I'd assume it is. Looks like a Rift experimental facility type place, right?
Protectorate control of Praetor has
who are you
largely
really?
been achieved through the maintenance of a blockade. A survey of Praetor indicates there may be an alternate route past the blockade via the Automech factory.
Hey, Commander. I wanted to apologize for the way I handled things after Greater Tranquility. I still feel my anger was justified, but I could have been more tactful. To put it bluntly, I wish you had made a different call. But there's no changing it now. And keeping at each other's throats over it won't help anyone, so I'm letting it go. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. We can get back to the mission now. Only felt right to clear the air. I've learned the hard way what happens when you leave things to fester.
That comment out of Asa really makes me wonder. Well, this place is very interesting looking. Alright, let's see what's going down with Zeb and his people. Geometric rock formations are certainly interesting. Great. Raptidons.
that was doesn't sound like anything I'd like to meet up with close.
Okay, what is this place? Scrapper camp to the east, huh?
Can't get that Andy's Choice jingle anyway. Need something, Commander?
Nothing urgent, sir. Ooh, that's all churchy. Perky perks. A percentage of outgoing melee damage is returned. Yes. Oh, Niles, you need upgrading.
For Niles.
Hey, I'm right here.
Your arrival cannot be more timely. After the events of Paradise Island, I could think of no one more suited to conduct a surgical strike of this nature. I'm glad to see you again as well, Niles.
Gotta say you had me worried. The message you sent sounded serious.
Then I composed it accurately. To the task at hand. We are standing before the tomb of the matriarch. Few are invited to tour its halls, and even fewer know of its greatest secret. For any subject, visiting the matriarch and First Sovereign's resting place is the pinnacle of empty social achievement. But the tomb's corpses are its least important feature. The intelligence my friends risked all to acquire revealed a vault in its lowest level containing the matriarch's body of work, hidden from the public. Who knows what technologies the Protectorate is withholding? If the matriarch was the genius she's purported to be, the skip drive cannot be the entirety of her inventions.
Right.
Whatever technological advancements may be sequestered here, the goal is almost certainly to keep the populace of Arcadia subservient to the pernicious whims of its governing body.
Ah,
but
pernicious,
not for much
good word.
longer. We are going to liberate any and all of the matriarch's research, whatever it may be, and distribute it to the people. Reaching the vault will be no simple task. There are likely to be unforeseen security measures to contend with, though hopefully nothing too obstructive. We must first gain entry to the security room, however. Once there, I should be able to access more information about the lower level's layout and potential hazards.
I can see a half dozen points of failure, but Bad odds ain't ever stopped us before.
Glad we're operating under the same understanding. We're unlikely to have another chance like this. We must follow through now that we've made the opening. Which also means, once inside, we cannot leave until it's done. After you.
All right, here we go. Tomb of the Matriarch.
Stay close and keep silent. The less attention we draw, the better.
Bot want.
By the matriarch, there weren't supposed to be visitors today. That Sentinel and Docent are gonna put splinters in our plan if they're not dealt with.
You hang back here. The commander and I'll take care of this.
Gladly. I'll rejoin you once the path is clear.
I now present to you my new invention, the Skip Drive, a revolutionary technology that...
Right, this is going to be interesting.
Exposure. Undermining. Functioning.
Yep, nothing in there. Why not? Her telescope, right, okay. Ah, yes, bathrooms. Okay. All right, let's head on downstairs. God, I love this weapon. Mm-hmm. Oh. My, what have we here? More foil, and we already know that I can do really stupid things with foil, so... This is why you check both sides.
Never again.
Any
Will
about?
we see her
Locked and stocked.
It has been 10 minutes. Perhaps you would like to view the rest of the exhibition hall?
Taken care of, we can continue. Wait there. I'll come to you.
Okay, so we just stole her body. So, grave robbing, confirmed.
Well handled. Now, my turn. There should be a hidden entrance here.
I bet you if we had tripped that, all of these would have come to life.
There. We can access the lower level now. The security room that we need to reach is nearby. Should be able to disable that energy barrier from there.
Who goes? No one is allowed in here without the proper authorization.
Hi, bud.
I see you have come armed. Intruders, then. I suppose you intend to extract my surrender through means most lurid and foul.
Damn, the head curator. I had hoped to slip in before his shift, but no matter. We cannot allow him to leave and raise the alarm. He must be dispatched, quickly.
Now wait a damn minute.
How's that now?
Now hold on. I know we had to kill that fella with the Sentinel, but this man's unarmed. He's already surrendered.
I rather think that line has some blurry distinction.
How much of a fuss could this one fella cause, really? Come on, Zeb. No need to cut any bellies over maybes and ifs.
Please, if secrecy's your concern, you may rely upon me to be the utmost spirit of discretion. I have never betrayed a confidence in my life.
Allowing him to leave would be a grave error of mercy, one we can ill afford in this place. Fine. Seeing as you both lack the stomach, I suggest turning away now.
No! No! Matriarch, preserve me!
Seems you couldn't be bothered.
Feels ugly and wrong, what we just did. Doubt the Earth Directorate would approve neither. Nice pep talk there, Commander. Really appreciate it.
We can waste air on the ethics of this choice when the Protectorate's boot is no longer crushing our necks. You and Niall should turn off the power to the security barrier and make your way to the vault. I'll remain here and guide you as best I can through the labyrinth. No turning back now.
Unless this is about the mission. Can it wait? I'd have expected Zebulon to be a little more prepared going into this. At least he had the good sense to call in the reserves. Shows he's starting to trust us, at least a little. Honestly, Commander, I don't know. The Zebulon I knew took his Hippocratic oath seriously. Now he's taking lives that don't need reaping. It ain't right. And I think Zeb knows it deep down. Much as I hate to admit it, wouldn't be the worst idea to keep our lamps on a swivel around him.
Yeah, that felt wrong. I wish they would stop calling that white chocolate we keep picking up yummy. It's white chocolate. It's nothing of the sort. Because it's, you know, not real chocolate.
No going back from here. Not until we've done what we came here to.
Hold! Don't set foot in that room. The schematics on this console indicate this place is defended by all manner of traps. One moment. Yes. It appears there are M-ray tripwires, invisible to the naked eye, that will electrify the floors if crossed. Cautiously. And if you have any gadgets that might help, I suggest using them.
Over here, Commander. Reckon I found something that might be useful later. Have a look, Commander. With a little elbow grease and some inadvisable engineering, reckon I can finagle these components into a fine explosive gel.
That sounds like a fantastic plan, Niles.
Just doing my part. But thanks for the vote of confidence, Commander. Let's keep on. I'll continue tinkering on this in the meantime, see what I can come up with.
In spite of substantial efforts to prolong his life, my father's condition continues to deteriorate, both physically and mentally. It has been difficult to observe. His latest effort would see him entombed within an automechanical body. I objected, of course, to my father becoming some chimera of machine and man, but was overruled. Now the Order informs me that, far from being a panacea, this attempt has exacted a toll on my father that is likely to finish what time and disease have already begun. I
must be a way to suss out which switch is which.
And if that bears out,
maybe if we could
I will need to hide all of this. Burn all of my father's research into longevity. Seal his auto-mech body away at the factory. What grief I will inherit. What mess.
Look sharp. It's a fight.
That's cool effects for him.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Oh, it's 132. That is straight up my fault.
We're not overly impeded by this puzzle, but I apologize for my... That vault door is quite the obstruction. Fortunately, there should be a code. No.
Golden apples.
Fuck! They changed it recently. That shouldn't have happened until next week.
I'm certain I can diagnose the issue. Now that you've cleared the way, I'll come down and join you.
I might have something else that can get you into that vault, Commander. Does that seem a little off to you, Commander? Yeah, maybe. That whole business with the curator. Never seen Zeb so eager for bloodletting before. He's a changed man. Just ain't sure it's for the better. I know you're right. Suppose part of me still feels responsible for what he's gone through. If only I stuck it out, maybe then, well, no use stewing. We've still got a vault to break into and tyrannical government to topple. Speaking of, remember those components I found? I was able to turn them into something halfway useful after all. This gel should get us through that vault door. Turns out you were right about trusting my instincts. You take the honors, Commander. I'll be right behind you.
For a more subtle incursion, but no matter.
Am I running hot, or was that a hint of worry I heard in your voice back there?
Alas, I neglected to pack a thermometer. This terminal should allow me to get involved in the This cannot be right. There's nothing here save the designs for the skip drive. Not even initial concepts. 10 years in Arcadia and the matriarch invented nothing? And what's this about a deal with the Earth Directorate? We need to talk. Now. I knew the Protectorate festered with lies, but I had no idea the Earth Directorate was complicit.
What are you...
Did you know?
Slow up, Zeb. What are you talking about?
It says your agency struck an agreement with the Matriarch over a century ago in exchange for skip drives. Arcadia was allowed to completely govern itself with absolutely no outside interference, including from the Earth Directorate.
Must be why the chief said we'd be on our own if we were caught. We were breaking the terms of this agreement. Unbelievable.
If this information is true, then the Earth Directorate permitted the Matriarch to create a colony filled with her vassals, enslaved to her will. Everything Arcadia is, all of the suffering that's taken place here, it all could have been avoided. Things could have been different. There's more. The skip drive schematics are here. How the explosive safeguards against tampering work. Its evolution over time. But no original concepts, no sketches. Nothing. Our dear matriarch is a fraud. A cheat. She did not invent the skip drive. There are messages here between her and the First Sovereign that all but confirm it. I thought I might find some technological innovation that could be handed to the Protectorate's enemies. But this is almost better. By releasing this information, we can thoroughly crush the image the Protectorate has been built upon. The Sovereign will be revealed as the unclothed Emperor he is, and demolish Arcadia's myth of superiority. If we administer truth to the people, their strength will return. Erstwhile, giving the skip drive designs to the Protectorate's enemies will even the fight. Their technological prowess will be made into nothing. everything will come apart.
Downsides like how the skip drives are causing rifts? Yeah, I say that's worth a fret. Not to mention how this agreement with the Protectorate will completely destroy the Earth Directorate's reputation.
I was not aware of such a connection between rifts and the skip drives. But I have confidence the Order will figure out a solution. Science is their theater, after all. As for the Earth Directorate, don't you see? This frees them from any obligation to the Protectorate. They'll be able to manufacture skip drives themselves. The deal will be voided.
It's worth holding the Earth Directorate's feet to the fire for this deal, but I don't think the entire organization should be judged by its worst decision. It's done a lot of good, too. Plus, making the skip drive tech available, that's like throwing a lit match into a fuel converter. Can't think of a worse idea right now.
Do you think the Protectorate stand around debating the potential for injury? No. They act, and so must we. Damn the consequences.
Zeb?
And should I refuse to leave empty-handed? What then? Short of shooting me? No.
I know you're aiming to do the most good for the most amount of people, Zeb, but sowing chaos ain't the way.
Do you know how many of my friends died so we could reach this point? Audra sacrificed herself. And you would have me what? Give up now on the cusp of victory? Lay bare my throat for the Protectorate machine to cut?
You remember what we argued about? The day before I left?
I've replayed it in my mind many times.
A lot's changed. But that hasn't. Life in Arcadia could be just like we dreamed it. But there's no future if you go through with this. Not for anyone.
Out of respect for my friend, I will forestall the release of this information and seek another avenue to help liberate the people of Arcadia. I'll remain here for a while longer to cover our tracks. The Protectorate will discover the break-in, but hopefully never learn more specifics of what we did and found.
Guess this is goodbye.
Only for now. If we both come out of this war intact, I'll find you. If you wish to be found, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'd like that.
I got fairly tense there for a minute. All right, Niles.
What is it?
Zebulon just sent word of your success in reaching the vault.
All right.
Don't even know where to start with everything that happened in there. At least we were able to talk Zeb out of his plan to release everything we uncovered. I'm all for sowing chaos in the Protectorate, but that kind of information is liable to do more harm than good in the wrong hands. I expect backroom dealing from unregulated corporations, not from the only agency keeping them in check. The Earth Directorate should be better than that. Permission to speak candid, Commander. Strange as it sounds, this whole experience with Zeb has helped me finally understand the position Augustine was in. Back at Horizon Point, ain't easy having to decide between your allies and protecting untold innocence. I'm not saying what she did was forgivable, but I find myself wondering what would have happened if she lived. Isn't that the damnedest thing? I think she'd have done what she believed was the right thing, up to the last. Whether that ultimately led her to redemption or perdition, who can say? Suppose it's all a moot point now. Reckon time will decide the heroes from villains in this tale, but it's gonna be hard to forgive the Earth Directorate for arranging the stage like this in the first place. Deep down, I'm still convinced the galaxy is better with the Earth Directorate in it, flawed as it is. But what happened with Arcadia can never be allowed to happen again. Something has to change within the Directorate, and I think we're best positioned to see that reformation through. All said, I appreciate you giving me the space to work through this. Sort of feels like the future's opening back up after a long time closed. Likewise, Commander.
All right. Let's hit the incognito and look at his kit. And then we'll swap him out. Cool. All right. This is my go-to team right here, so...
got company, Commander. The unfriendly kind.
Something's afoot. Better keep my lamps open.
Okay.
Maybe some Drina time.
The best thing about this weapon is that it disposes of the bodies for me.
Enemy spotted.
Shush! Raring to go. Commander, you're bleeding. For help, but help? Back in.
Honing in on. Electrical damage. Failing.
To the rescue, sight unseen. Happy to help, discreetly.
Need a better spot. There's my Drina time.
Narrowing sensor range.
Pick me up. I come for you.
Regain sight.
Gun strike.
Back in business.
Going to ground and such.
Help me end this fight on my feet.
Okay. Let's try that a little more sedately this time. All right.
Oh, damn it. Who pissed in my pants?
Ooh, an enemy.
If we could somehow disable the mechs, that would be great.
Commotion perceived. Unfamiliar source.
Unfriendly company. They're mine.
Feeling I might tangle footed. Let me sit down for it.
Craft raring to go.
Commander's almost dead. On what target? Revive me so I can kill him. I'm alive. Who needs to die? All in the wrist. Side. Swine.
Back in business.
Ow! Okay.
Help me end this fight on my feet. Back in.
Reloading so I can
This might sting. A lot. Step aside. Swine.
Graph's tingling. Someone call for a medic. Out of sight and on the way. Happy to help. History. I'm alive. Who needs to die?
The Sovereign provides. System abides.
This is just a really awkward firefight.
This might sting. A lot. All on the wrist.
Back in business.
Try and keep your guts on the inside, Commander.
Okay. That's gotta be everybody, right? Okay, this is goes around. I'm glad I didn't get to set those things loose. A lot of gunplay there. Might be one of the longest shootouts we've been in. Really? This whole planet sounds like such a fucking disaster. Ow. Okay. start doing low-night runs in these games that you're playing. I mean, half the original Outer Worlds is pretty fucking fun both ways. I prefer my low-end runs for the humor. But... oh, good. We're going to get this over there just in time to wrap up. Yeah, I've been using tinfoil to replace fuses. And I saved the colony from being crashed into by a space station by slapping the controls. Just hitting them. All right. All right. That is all I have time for today, guys. Unfortunately enough, so we'll be back tomorrow and Wednesday, but not Thursday. Thursday, I'm getting most of this finished up. So, but we'll be back tomorrow for some more Outer Worlds 2. Yay. Thanks for that, guys. Oh, you'll be okay, Half. I'll see you.